over 40 who happen to have a full-time job and doing multiple side hustles. And this is a mid-year strategy that you could execute before it's too late. If you don't execute it within mid-year, it's going to be really tough for you to do this a bit later. And this strategy will help you make more money and position you in a way that will maximize your chances of success. So this way you can take out your pets, cats, kids, and dogs. On average, moms who take this advice can save themselves from $5,000 to $10,000 per year just using this strategy. So if you haven't listened to some of those workshops, guys, yeah, definitely continue to squabble up. Definitely, this is one of those fire T workshops that helps moms over 40 save some money on taxes through mid-year. And this applies for any kind of moms who happen to have some side hustles or any kind of income, whether it's real estate income or any kind of part-time like Uber Eats. Let's say you're doing Uber Eats or taking pictures and making extra income, and you also have a full-time job, you're traveling, you're commuting, you have a hybrid schedule. So this is perfect for those kind of moms, and you wanted to see how to optimize your income, and you wanted to make sure that it makes money. So this is perfect also for any kind of moms who have a bunch of Airbnbs rented out and doing this on a part-time basis and also earning money from that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take all of those different pieces and tell you exactly how you could sponsor money. Okay, so let's say you have a full-time job and you're making close to $200,000 a year, and you are trying to you also have some side hustles. Let's say you do an Airbnb where you're getting some rental income, and you're doing some Uber, you're doing some consulting on the side, and let's just say you're getting $30,000 extra. So let's say you're getting close to $230,000 per year, and you wanted to save some money on taxes. And let's say you also have a brokerage portfolio where you are investing into some stocks, and those stocks you need to sell at some point, but they've already been cooking for quite some time. You have some profitable stocks, but you want to figure out a way for how to combine all of those elements and save money on your existing house. Let's say you're renting out, let's say you're a homeowner and you have close to maybe like $90,000 left to pay off, and you're trying to figure out a way for how to save money across all of those different high cardinality heterogeneous complexities with your taxes in a way that you're not stressed out when the year ends. So this is what you got to do. So this is how you're going to save some money, guys. Real quick, I'm going to describe it to you. So if you're a full-time employee and you have a W-2, all you got to do is open up HSA account. If you haven't already opened up HSA account, definitely go ahead and open that up. This is a health saving account and allows you to deduct like up to $8,000 per year from your taxes. This is going to be an easy way for you to save money by literally reducing your taxable income. And thank you guys for joining and allocating a little bit of your time. I'm just talking about a way for how you can save incredible amount of money if you're a mom over 40, if you happen to be a full-time mom and you're trying to figure out a way for how to do this in the middle year, so this way you don't get stressed out when the year ends and don't miss out on opportunity. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and break down the tea for how this works. All you got to do, so let's say you're a full-time job mom, you have a W-2, and once again you're making 200K full-time income, and you also have a part-time side hustle that brings you like 30K. So let's say you're making a total of 230K per year, 200K from full-time W-2 and 30K from your 1099. Now you also have a little bit of other side hustles, as I mentioned, that you are doing Airbnb, etc. But let's just say 230K, that's your total amount of money, how much you're making right now. And thank you guys, Eyes and Blocks, for joining. And hello everybody. My name is Ron Wells, 21st Century Freedom Rider, former certified math teacher for the state of Connecticut, and a full stack cybersecurity cloud engineer who decided to help moms over 40 discover freedom. If you want to discover that freedom faster, then definitely jump into those workshops, so this way we can squabble up and hit the ground running and make some money together. So guys, look, this is how it works. Essentially, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. So guys, look, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something special. I'm gonna give you the formula for how you could save an incredible amount of money, especially if you have like a spouse who's not working. In my particular case, my wife is not working. I'm the only person who's working, and this is how I save incredible amount of money across my household. I'm gonna go ahead and describe the key. The first thing I do is I open up HSA. HSA is a health saving account, and this year I made a mistake. I didn't really contribute from my paycheck X amount of dollars into HSA, and because of that, I started opening up my taxes, and I'm thinking to myself, man, I kind of missed out on HSA. And what the heck am I going to do now? How can I reduce my taxable income once it gets close to January? What can I do? So I whipped out ChatGPT and I started asking questions and iterate. And by the way, guys, ChatGPT 5 is a goat. It literally can iterate through all those questions, and providing that you know what kind of questions to ask. And this is the main reason why you're here. On average, moms save $5,000 to $10,000 per year doing this strategy alone, without just being Aziz, the bougie boss mom that you are, just with a full-time job and doing some side hustles. 5 to 10K per year you could easily save, especially, as I mentioned, if you're a mom over 40 who have like an Airbnb property that you're renting out in your house, also doing some house hacking, that kind of stuff. That is even better for you than, because you could use what's so-called Agosta law to move a bunch of tenants into your place for like 14 days throughout the year and write that off as well from your taxes. So this is a secret way for how to do this if you are, in case, Airbnb guest. But don't worry, guys, in case if you're Airbnb superhost, in case if you're not an Airbnb superhost, in case if oh, can I have mod? I'll use Fairly. So I'm not sure what mod I'm not sure what mod you're referring to, but yeah, let me know more in the comment. So guys, look, if you're a mom over 40 who doesn't have Airbnb, don't worry, guys. I have a guide that shows you how to spawn money with Airbnb. I'm doing this across multiple countries, across both Russia and United States, where I'm renting out the properties, etc. But anyway, guys, look, the next thing that I wanted to talk about is HSA. So if you want to quickly write off your health income, because you never know, at any given time you may need to go to optometrist, you may need to go do like a dental work, or whatever the case is, you gotta have some money laying in your HSA. But the cool part about HSA, and of course many of you already know, HSA is like a money, it's like an extra 401k. So if you already reached out your 401k limits, then HSA is another quick way for you to reach out, literally put as much money as you can into HSA, and also be sort of like your another 401k. What does that mean? It just means you could write off money from your income, make your overall income less taxable, and of course you get to bring more money home, and that's how it works. So anyway, guys, look, so I'll use it Fairly. So guys, here's what I wanted to, oh, a moderator. Okay, so I don't have a moderator, to be honest. I'm the only moderator that's spilling tea and controlling the flow. And thank you guys, Austin, thank you guys for joining in and allocating a little bit of your time. So guys, I'm quickly talking about how moms over 40 can save incredible amount of money if you take those mid-year strategy to your heart and start executing them now. Like literally, moms over 40 can save $5,000 to $10,000 per year, as I mentioned, easily with those strategies. It does require a little bit of knowledge of what is HSA, which is health saving account. It does require a little bit of knowledge of what is solo 401k. This is like another 401k. Did you guys know you could have like two 401ks? How many of you guys knew that you could have two 401ks? How far is that? Imagine that. Imagine knowing how to like, if you know that fact and you understand what is 401k, and congratulations, guys, you're on the right track. I'm just gonna make an assumption that you already know what is 401k, and that you already know that to reduce taxable income you need to go ahead and max it all out. Okay, I'm hoping that many moms over 40 already maxed out or on path of maxing out their 401k. But what I like to do, I like to max out all of my tax advantage vehicles right away, so this way I get the maximum savings. And what I like to do is I like to be like a 360-degree investor, meaning it's not just, I don't just talk about one-trick pony type of tax strategies. What I do is I literally show you how you could use multiple investment vehicles to save incredible amount of money and also make money by tapping into the world of stocks and real estate in combination with digital faceless marketing, AI content-driven automations, and any other bells and whistles that I'm constantly talking about as I'm creating this beautiful journey for moms over 40 who eventually want to become the next wave of creators and wants to spawn money while having fun with their pets, cats, kids, and dogs, taking them on a go, traveling with them on RV, or whatever the case may be. So do you need any? You can do it by clicking the usernames and click add as a moderator. That's cool. You know, I don't know, you know what, Eisen, at this point I don't really have that. I only have like 1 or 2 views. Down the road, yes, I probably will need a moderator, but like, holy smokes, thank you for letting me know that. Because yeah, you know what, sometimes I may get a person who kind of jump in and then start saying something really weird or odd, and then I get a message saying your life is getting impacted or something, and I'm like, what the heck is that? So all I was trying to do is spill some tea to help moms over 40 make some insane amount of money, and in the process, heck, make money together with those moms and get them connected with a bunch of side hustlers from overseas who can do all sorts of things for them, create content, build business, whatever, that kind of fun stuff. So guys, look, another thing that I want to talk about is, look, so I'm going to assume that you already know about HSA. I'm going to assume that you already know about 401k, but I'm going to summarize that again. You could have multiple 401k accounts. Yes, if you're mom over 40 and you have a full-time job and you have a bunch of side hustles, like doing Uber Eats, doing Proxy Picks, or any other gig economy side hustles, or maybe you're being your own boss, bougie boss, mom boss, traveling with RV on a go and spawning money, promoting products on TikTok Shop, or whatever the case may be, you could take that income, this contractor income, and create a solo 401k and deduct some of the employee portion of that solo 401k for your from your overall income. And of course, it's done specifically from a specific part of that income. I'm not going to go into too much details about which part, but all I want to do is quickly list those vehicles for you, so this way you could start thinking about and using them right away, so this way you spawn some money, guys. So look, if you're a mom over 40 and trying to figure out how this whole thing works, all you got to do is you got to ask yourself, well, what did I do in the beginning of the year? Did I open up HSA? Did I open up solo 401k? Did I open up Roth IRA? Did I open up IRA? Who did I do this for? Did I do this for my spouse who is not working? Right now I'm providing a scenario of a situation where you have a jointly filed taxes between both people, a mom over 40 and her spouse, and filing those taxes jointly will give you some benefits in terms of saving some money. So that's 100% strategy that you want to do that when you start filing taxes. But also, guys, just kind of remember the most important part for you. If you haven't tapped out your HSAs, go ahead and tap them out real quick. Link your bank account real quick. Add money into that through that bank account into your HSA. This way, you're going to be feeling a little bit more safe in terms of having some money in your health saving accounts to pay them off. And of course, you're going to be more safe from the standpoint of using this money as a tax advantage vehicle for growing your assets, so for growing your money further. So guys, and what's the next thing? So Augusta rule. So if you haven't heard of Augusta rule, look it up. You could literally rent out your own self a property showing that you're conducting business. When IRS looks around, you got to do this. You got to show some records, etc. Don't worry, it's really easy to represent, especially if you do have some type of business that I don't know, maybe you're doing some workshops for people and explaining them the T, or whatever the case may be. It's fairly easy to reproduce this paperwork and show that to IRS. So if you guys are moms over 40 trying to figure out how to save yourself $5,000 to $10,000, $20,000 per year using in a combination of those tax saving vehicles and other money vehicles that I describe over here, then congratulations, you're on my channel. My name is Ron Wells. I'm a 21st century freedom writer, former certified math teacher for the state of Connecticut, a full stack cybersecurity cloud engineer, and your ticket to freedom. Thank you guys for joining, and let's talk about HSA. So I'm hoping that since it's the mid of the year, you guys already have HSA, because with HSA stands for Health Saving Account. What you could do, you could dedicate close to like $8,000, or I think it's maybe 8,500 or so for a 2025 limit, and then just go ahead and contribute that from your bank account. And if you happen to be squabbled up already with your employer who already was contributing into HSA, and you don't have enough, like you're not fully maxing out your HSA limits, guys, go ahead and max them out, even if you have to add a bank, link your bank to do that. So that's gonna add additional savings for you, even if you forgot to collect it from your employer, even if you didn't sign up for HSA. Okay, guys, so what will that do? So let's say your income is $200,000 and you contributed like $8,000 to HSA. So $200,000 minus 8,000 is going to be 192,000. I'm just kind of rounding things up to make it easier. So out of a sudden, you're only going to be getting taxed on 192,000. This is a HSA. It's sort of like 401k. Don't worry, guys, you could still take out your HSA when you retire, but by the way, you're going to use it also throughout your life and use that as a vehicle to pay for your medical expenses. The other day I went to one of my doctors and I was like, man, I don't have enough money on my HSA to pay it off. I was like, I bet, let me go ahead and sell some stocks from HSA and refill my cash portion of the HSA account, and out of a sudden, boom, I'm good to go. Out of a sudden I have that money to give it to the doctor, and at the same time I'm also taking benefits from the tax deduction from this HSA. But of course, if you are a dual citizen, in which case I happen to be dual citizen, I don't even bother using medical expenses unless it's complete emergency. What I typically do is I fly out to another country where I have a bunch of properties in another country. In Russia, I'm doing Airbnb rentals and having a lot of fun making money from that, guys. So and of course doing my medical work there. So a moderator is someone in the channel trust to help manage the chat. They can remove spam, block people, put users in timeout, and help keep the chat safe and friendly. Yeah, absolutely. I'm familiar with Aizen, with like what moderator is for sure. I just don't really have enough traffic at this point. But if you want to team up together and be more than just moderator, jump into my community. So this way I could show you how to research fire looking products, identify winning products, and we spend some money together selling them on TikTok shop and across other platforms. So guys, this is how it works. Remember guys, so if you wanted to sponsor money, you need to learn how to craft your message in the direction of your audience. Notice how from the comment I went ahead and I responded to Aizen. And guys, this is the beautiful thing. Once you learn the skill, you're going to be able to structure your conversation in the wants and needs of other people that you're communicating with. How far is that? Incredible. Just imagine, just to test that theory, go ahead and you could make a comment and just ask a question about your particular situation, your tax situation, and I could give you an advice right away, boom, with one shot. Now keep something in mind, my name is Ron Wells. I'm a 21st century freedom writer, but I'm not a CPA accountant. If you want to learn about CPA, go to my studyguide.net/CPA. Hello, Magic Rampage of Maxima Savete. Yes, I speak multiple languages. I also speak Russian, I speak Spanish, and I'm very good with helping people make money, a lot of money. Thank you guys for allocating a little bit of your time. Как получить корону? Yes, so I don't know about that. So translation, how do you get a, what do you call this, crown? How do you get a crown? If you guys, any of you know how to get a crown, go ahead and respond in a comment below. Thank you guys for allocating a little bit of your time. Yep, guys, look, here's how it works. Essentially, yes, I'm a multilingual type of person, and yes, if you squabble up together with me, we could make some serious money, guys. But look, I'm talking about right now really simple concepts of helping moms over 40 spawn some money. And of course, if you guys want to help me help moms over 40 spawn some money, and we all make money together, definitely jump into my ThreadStack digital power bundle. Ты где, Sus, Gus? I don't know. Okay. So guys, look, I'm right here. I'm actually in Connecticut. I'm in the United States of America, and I actually was born in Russia many years ago. When I was a little boy, I came to Russia, from Russia to America at the age of 14. And at the age of 14, I was already making $100 an hour, guys, where I technically didn't even speak English, guys. That's a true story. True story. But anyway, guys, look, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do next. I'm going to help you guys out to figure out how to make some money with your situation. So if your mom over 40 got different types of situations, describe those situations to me, so this way I could run it through the best path for you for how to save some money. But going back to what I was talking about earlier, the best way for you to make money is to use a couple of health saving accounts. So you got to use a health saving account. That's your first vehicle. This is how you're going to be able to save an insane amount of money. Probably between, as I mentioned, between $5,000 to $10,000 per year you could save using some of those strategies that I'm describing for moms over 40. And thank you guys for joining in. This is like finding gold. So if you're a business owner and you wanted to see like $10,000 laying down on the ground, then congratulations, you came across this live and you're going to learn how to pull this off. So how to get that $10,000 that is laying on the ground. So guys, look, all you got to understand is you just got to understand the mechanics for how everything works when it comes to taxes. So if you're a mom over 40 and you're in the middle of the year, definitely squabble up and get that HSA opened up. Max out all of your solo 401ks, your IRAs, your Roth IRAs, your HSAs, and your regular 401ks. Plus, go ahead, once you max them all out, guys, it's going to be super easy for you to make further progress. So what kind of progress? Well, you're going to spend less money on taxes and you're going to get more. Plus, there's other characteristics of SALT. So if your mom over 40 wanted to buy some house or something and struggling to figure it out, and the house that is paid off at within 3% rate versus the existing rates that we have like 6%, etc., and to see if it makes any sense or makes any financial deal for you, then definitely squabble up into my community, so this way you can learn how to pull this off. So, and learn how, like, what is better? Is buying a house better versus continuing with your stock investment in context of whatever it is that you're doing in terms of your side hustles and running your feudal kingdom? So guys, obviously, so where do you save all the money across all of those tax saving vehicles? So let's talk about IRA. The IRA, the amount of money that you could contribute to your spouse, if you have, if let's say you have for your spouse, let's say you're working mom over 40 and your spouse is not working, and you need to go ahead and you know that you could contribute into IRA of like $7,000 for your spouse who is not working. Did you guys know that? So this way you could reduce your taxable income even more. If you're not doing this ahead of the game, then you guys are missing out money, because you're just going to be spending more money on those taxes versus getting more money in your pocket. Now the only thing is, you gotta kind of, you have to split that income between 7,000, whatever it is that you contribute for your spouse. It has to be split between Roth IRA or an IRA in such a way that it contribute in such a way that it's no more than the limit tax whatever you call this company limit. So IRS, yes, IRS, that's the name. So as long as it's within the limit, guys, you're going to be able to contribute X amount of dollars into your Roth IRA and IRA and sponsor money by saving money on your overall taxable income. In my particular case, I'm making close to $230,000 per year, and this is how I'm saving money from different types of money saving vehicles. Pay close attention. I'm going to describe them to you really quickly. If you see one of those vehicles that doesn't apply to you, continue to pay attention anyway, because then this will open up your mind and you will recognize the pattern that you have never discovered before, and you will be able to execute that pattern and also have that saving. So I'm going to go ahead and describe my scenario. My name is Rob Wells. I'm a 21st century freedom writer, former certified math teacher for the state of Connecticut, full stack cybersecurity cloud engineer, and your ticket to freedom. This is my situation. I'm making close to $230,000 per year, and what I'm doing is I have full-time job income, I have part-time job income, I'm doing Airbnb across multiple countries, and I'm doing side hustles, multiple side hustles. So how I'm organizing and dividing all of this across multiple taxable, multiple vehicles, money making vehicles. How am I being a 360-degree investor across real estate, stock investing, across saving money on taxes, running a talent agency? How am I doing all of this? I literally describe all of those details in my workshops, guys. If you like these workshops, go ahead and hit some likes. I'll describe the whole situation for how you could save money across multiple saving vehicles and create additional revenue stream. Not only save money, but also create additional revenue streams from different types of incomes. If you guys are interested in that, continue squabbling up, and I'll see you guys next time. DM the word PAF on my Insta if you want to subscribe. If you like the subscription, it's only $14.99 per month, where you get to ask any of those incredible questions that are relevant for you, mom over 40. So this way you spawn more money, have a lot more fun time, and enjoy your life, and of course monetize the heck out of your pets, cats, kids, and dogs, and discover freedom faster. I'll see you next time. Take care.